Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to section 8.5, entitled Economic Statistics. What we're going to be talking about today to start off with is the idea of the Consumer Price Index. This is how much the prices of goods and services typically bought by consumers, also known as you, have changed compared to a base period. You have a table on page 370 that you'll be using for a majority of your assignment. The base period is 1982 to 1984. That's where we have the 100% is the base period. Everything else from there is compared to that 100%. So if we take a look at our first example, they say using the CPI table, what percent did the CPI for apparel increase from the base period to 1994 and then to 1993. So in your table, you look under apparel, and then in 1994, apparel was 130.5, and then 2003, apparel was 119.0. So to find our answers, we're comparing this to the base period, so we're going to subtract 100. And that's going to give us an answer of 30.5% for 1994. We subtract 100 for 2003. That gives us an answer of 19%. So in 1994, apparel risen by 30%, 30.5%. Compared to 1984, but in 2003 it was only up by 19%. Okay, so it's a very simple process. Take the percent that they're asking for you to compare to and subtract it from the base period. Okay, so now let's take a look at the next idea. The next idea is the rate of inflation. Rate of inflation, how we process this is we're going to use the rate of index table again. We're going to find the difference between the two numbers that they're asking us, or 2 years they're trying to ask us to find the inflation for. Divide that difference by the original year, and that decimal we change to a percentage to get our final answer from there. So if we take a look here, this is asking us to find the inflation from 1998 to 1999. It doesn't give us anything as far as a specific item we're supposed to look for. So we're going to look under the all items category. So the all items category has in 1998 we have 163.0, and then in 1999 we have 166.6. So we're going to subtract these two values. It's going to give us an answer of 3.6. We're going to then take that 3.6 value. We're going to divide it by 163. That's going to give us a decimal of 0.0221, which we change then to a percentage, which is going to give us 2.2%. We round to the nearest tenth of a percent here to get our rate of inflation. So it went up by 2.2% from 1998 to 1999. So that is what we've got for inflation. So now let's take a look at the next aspect, the purchasing power of the dollar. We're trying to figure out how much the dollar buys compared to what it could buy during the base period. So we're going to divide the base period by the compared year. We're going to change that answer to dollars. So if we take a look, we're going to use from the year 2002 to the base period. And this is just for the all items category again. And so in all items in 2002, we have an answer of 179.9. So we're going to take 100, divide that by 179.9. That's going to give us a decimal of 0.5559. We change that to money. So essentially, the dollar in 2002 is worth 56 cents compared to 1984. Okay, or compared to the base period there. And finally, we have the unemployment rate. They give you an unemployment rate for a specific month. Here on this table on page 372, basically you refer to the table to use any questions that are provided. So they want to ask, or they want to know, what's the difference in unemployment rate between male and female workers in the data shown. So male workers is 5.6%. So this was males. Females, 5.3%. So the difference between those two, so 0.3%. And that's what we're looking for there for our final answer. Okay, so there'll be other types of questions dealing with that. That's section 8.5. If you have any other questions, make sure you let me know. Have a good day.